Hello, lovelies, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari here at I Will Define Myself. Welcome if you are here for the first time. Welcome back if you're returning. We're going to go ahead and dive into these spiritual messages. This is a timeless reading, okay, for the zodiac sign Taurus, okay? So if you have Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, then this message is for you, okay? We're going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to ask you to pause in this moment, activate your intuition, okay? These are general messages. However, only you know how and if it applies to your life, okay? We're not here to make something fit that doesn't, okay? So just be present in this moment and activate your intuition with spirit. So we're going to start off by focusing on 3 areas of your life that spirit has some guidance or a message for you surrounding. It could be anything, okay? And then we will go from there, all right? I'm so glad to have you all here. We are currently at 29 subscribers in the family, and I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you. Spirit, what 3 areas do you want to focus on for Taurus? Let's see. Something's getting ready to shake. Oh, all 3 shook at the same time. Interesting. Okay, so we have, oh, Taurus, you actually have 4 coming through. Look, we are going to roll with it, okay? If 4 cards are what you were meant to get, oh, sorry. If 4 cards are what you were meant to get, then we are going to roll with it. So you have unexpected blessing coming through. I feel like this is, again, this is something that you weren't expecting to see, but it's almost like you have been planting seeds. So you've been intentional about how you've been moving, but in spirit is getting ready to bless you. We have hopeful. So this is a very light-filled reading where spirit is reminding you to remain hopeful in whatever your current situation is. You see, these images are all light in the middle of darkness, and so I feel like there have been maybe some cloudy moments, or there is a sense of loneliness, or maybe solitude energy that you've been in, potentially some hermit energy, and it's time for you to come out and connect, okay? You have friends coming through. This is giving me a very supportive energy as well, that is meant to remind you that you are not alone. Spirit wants you to know that you are not alone, and that you do have support that you can lean on and rely on, and connecting with those people during this time is going to overall feed your energy, okay, with love, because you are loved, and you are loved, and you are deserving of love, and spirit wants you to remember those things. And then we have shadow self, okay? So this is very interesting. So the shadow self, right? Self is a part of us. So light casts shadow at the end of the day, right? Here you have this cat that is looking into the mirror, and 2 way you have a kitty cat, and then 1 way you have like the biggest cat in the jungle, right? Like you have this lion energy, right? So there could be a bit of imposter syndrome coming through. It could be for a potential relationship, work related, a friendship, but there is a bit of some self doubt there that could be going on, and sort of embedding itself in different areas of your life. And so the important thing to remember about shadow work is shadow work doesn't mean that once you do the work that it's forever gone, but there is a level of acceptance when it comes to embracing that shadow side of self, and that authenticity, that makes you you at the end of the day, traumas and all, and understanding how this impacts your life and your day to day and moving. And so it's almost as if embracing that aspect of self can be the very key that unlocks you understanding and realizing that you are enough, and that imposter syndrome is just something that we tell ourselves, but It's something that fear tells us, right? But where is the fear stemming from? Okay, so let's see if we can get some clarity on these cards. So, Spirit, when it comes to unexpected blessing, what what do you have coming through for Taurus? I'm going to specifically ask for clarity on each of these areas of your life. This unexpected blessing. Okay, so we have Two of Wands coming through to clarify unexpected blessing. Spirit, when it comes to hope. Oh, that came out rather quickly. Hope, okay. We actually had two cards to come out to clarify hope. So we had the Strength card and the Temperance card that came through. So Strength and Temperance card coming through. Spirit, can you clarify the Friends card for us, please? This is a very hopeful reading, which is really nice. And I think Spirit is wanting you to know that ultimately your blessing is right around the corner. I don't want to say that you don't believe, because I don't think I have an issue with believing in blessings. I just think the very thing that you've been waiting for is what you are not expecting to happen. I'm not going to say that you're a person who does not believe in blessings or even miracles, but it's one of those things where you've kind of put it in the back of your mind and you're just like, oh, when it happens, it'll happen, but you haven't really given much thought or like stock into it. And at this time is when Spirit is like, bam, like, I got this for you, right? And so I think that you are going to have a decision that you are going to have to make at the end of the day. Because I think it has been something that you've been wanting and that you've been desiring, but you went into this space and place of, well, if it happens, if it happens, if it doesn't, then it doesn't, which ultimately is an aspect of acceptance and trusting the process at the end of the day, which can very well attract to you the desires of your heart. But there's going to be a decision that you have to make really soon. And I feel like it's something that is going to open more doors for you in an area of your life. I don't know specifically what area of your life, but I do know that it has been something that you have been desiring. But at this moment in your life, you went into a space and place of acceptance, um for what it is. You have Eight of Wands coming through for clarifying the Friends card. And let's see what Spirit has for shadow self, okay? You have the Devil energy coming through. Interesting. Okay, so as I mentioned before, with this unexpected blessing, that is definitely around the corner. I get the feeling that it is something that you have desired, that you've been long waiting for, but again, it's something that you put to like the back of your mind, right? And you have gotten into the space and place of like complacency or just being like, I'm good. And I think because of that, I don't necessarily think you've given it the energy of being hopeful that it's going to happen. And Spirit is calling you to step into this hopeful stage and phase, because having hope also contributes to manifestation, right? Like sometimes you have to believe it in order to see it. That doesn't mean that you can't detach from whatever the outcome is or the timeline of when things unfold. But feeding something with hope is also feeding it with love, okay? It's nurturing a seed. And Spirit wants you to embody that strength because you have inner strength. You have that yellow coming through, that solar plexus chakra energy, that confidence. So Spirit wants you to draw onto this lion energy, okay? The strength. The strength card. You have a lion showing up here too. You have two lions showing up in your readings, okay? So it's time for you to embody that bold, confident, inner power, sitting in that, okay, with grace, with poise, with trust, okay? What you've been doing as far as being like, okay, it's going to happen when it's going to happen is fine, but it's not it's not necessarily the space that spirit wants you to sit in. Like spirit is calling you to still have hope. And I get the feeling that you've maybe lost hope or that you are losing hope. And so this is your reminder to keep going. And having that hope is embodying that strength. But that part of trusting the process, okay, and being patient comes with that poise and that grace of moving through uncharted territories or water, but knowing that the divine has you covered. Okay. We have for friends energy coming through. We have Eight of Wands. So I get the feeling that this could be an unexpected connection. Okay. This could be an unexpected connection. It could be this connection that serves as a gateway to this unexpected blessing. Like a quick encounter, and then things like fall into place because of this one encounter that you have, which is going to propel you into having to make on having to choose something, okay, or navigate your path accordingly. Shadow self, I'm not surprised that the devil energy is coming through, which the devil energy I don't think is necessarily like a bad thing. I think in this aspect of it, as it's clarifying the shadow self, spirit wants you to embrace those aspects of self, including those not so great parts that you might struggle with. Because having that honest conversation with yourself and living in your truth and that authenticity is only going to make you even stronger. Okay? Let's see what your ancestors or angels, what message they have for you. We're going to pull some oracle cards. We have moon energy coming through. Okay, so the stages and phases of the moon, the cycles of life. Okay, and again, light casts shadow, right? So you have this moon energy, this shadow self energy coming through, but you also have this aspect of like what's done in the dark comes to the light, or life is about cycles, right? Or in time, things will be revealed, which comes into leaning into this temperance energy, okay, of ultimately trusting the process. I'm hearing like go in prayer, or like find a quiet space to like go in prayer. I'm hearing that like that solitude of being intentional about changing your thoughts is very very important. Spirit, what angel number do you have for Taurus during this time? Let's see. You, Taurus, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine, okay? I just get the feeling that, like, your spirit guides and angels are, like, wanting to give you a hug. Again, there we go. We have manifestation coming through. You have the Eight of Wands coming through. You have manifestation coming through, a number of manifestation, that kind of that infinity symbol there as well. This is that hope. It's you're in a time and period of manifestation, okay? And I think at one point you were maybe a little bit more intentional about it, and spirit is saying now is not the time for you to give up, okay? Continue to be intentional and remain hopeful, but detach from the outcome, okay? Come from a place of love and move through with grace and poise and patience when it comes to trusting the timing of it and how it unfolds for you, because you're getting ready to come into an unexpected blessing. You are going to have to make a decision, okay? And it could be because of whoever you end up making a connection with, whoever you come in contact here. This Eight of Wands is clarifying it. I like that unexpected connection could definitely cause like some some movement in your life. We have the Phoenix coming through. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Faith, transition, spiritual awareness. You are being guided to remove what no longer serves you from your life. Turn your ideas into action, and they will transcend beyond your expectations. As you detach, doors of opportunity will begin to open and something magnificent will emerge, i.e., Lovely's manifestation. Okay, Taurus, that's all that I have for you today in this timely message. My prayer is that it resonated. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. There are plenty of more messages where this came from, and I hope to see you all in the next video.